It's always a little different trying to figure out how we're going to do things. But in the beginning, it was, I was interested in finding older songs that I could update, and I wanted I wanted the people who heard them, especially young people, to be able to have some kind of an emotional attachment to it, but it couldn't be at the expense of the adult listeners. So, I mean, there's children's music out there, and that tends to be particular to the experience of children. And then there's adult music, which is probably most of what we all listen to. But in between songs about learning to eat with a fork, or putting on a pair of trousers, or learning to say please, these are things that young people are kind of, that's a big part of their world. So that's one end of the spectrum, and then the other end is songs that I would have sung when I was in a rock and roll band about old girlfriends or drinking, or fascinating themes like that, right? So between those two extremes, that's kind of where I live. So it's got to be, the tunes have to, they have to work for all ages all the time. But it could lean more towards adults and more towards young people. But nobody ever gets left behind. And if a song is good and easy to sing along with, that's a big plus. Because when we perform, it's great to, it's great if it can be like a little Grateful Dead show. That's really sort of a goal for the live part, because we want everybody to be in it together. So singing, dancing, nobody has to sit still. But the more people sing along, the more it's like less like a concert and more like a show. Or more like a party, I should say. You want to make it more like a party.